So what shall it be? Do you join the Unity, or do you die here?
Join.
Die!
Join.
Die!
Fallout 1 was a revolutionary game that set the tone and the lore for the rest of the series, and it had absolutely unforgettable characters. But one of my favorites is the main antagonist, the Master. Follow me as I do a deep dive into what made this character so absolutely unforgettable. Before he became the Master, he was Richard Moreau, a brilliant physician exiled from Vault City for a murder in 2092. He changed his surname to Gray and fled south to the Hub, where he met Harold, a prominent caravan merchant. Together they would lead a fateful expedition to the Mariposa military base in 2102 to investigate the source of mutant attacks plaguing the region. Disaster struck inside the base. Gray was knocked into a vat of forced evolutionary virus by a robotic crane. He floated in the toxic sludge for nearly a month, his body dissolving and reforming in an agonizing cycle. The virus didn't just mutate him, it integrated him. The air in the heart of the cathedral did not flow, it stagnated, heavy with the copper tang of blood and the ozone of malfunctioning processors. Here, Richard Moreau was no longer a man, nor even a corpse. He had become a sprawling, cancerous architectural feat, a god of wet gristle and cold silicon. His form was a ruin of biology, great ropes of necrotic flesh, slick with an iridescent sheen of viral mucus spilled from a mechanical throne like a frozen waterfall of meat. Where his legs should have been, there were only pulsing, vein-choked conduits that bored directly into the floor, threading through the concrete to drink from the data streams of the ancient vault. He was a creature of two worlds, the agonizing heat of mutated cell growth and the freezing, indifferent logic of the machine. When he spoke, the sound did not come from a single throat. It was a haunting, polyphonic choir of the damned. A cultured, weary, masculine tone would begin a sentence, only to be overtaken by a shrill, piercing clarity of a woman's cry, before finally dissolving into the flat, rhythmic clicking of a computer-synthesized speech. The Unity, the voices whispered in discordant harmony, is the end of the fire. To the Master, the wasteland was a fever that needed to be broken. He looked upon the jagged remains of humanity, their wars over scrap, their petty cruelties, their fragile radiation-sickened bodies, and felt a terrible, eternal pity. His solution was baptism in the vats of Mariposa. He would peel away the individuality that sparked conflict and replace it with the gray, immortal uniformity of the super mutant. He envisioned a world of silence. No more nations, no more hunger, no more us or them. Only the hive. Only the slow, steady pulse of a single consciousness stretching across the scorched earth. He sat in the dark, a weeping monument to a peace that could only be bought with the death of the soul, waiting for his children to bring the rest of the world into his cold, fleshy embrace.
I don't think that I can
Continue.
Continue?
to have done the things I have done in the name of progress and healing. It was madness. I can see that now. Madness.
Madness?
There is no hope. Leave now. Leave while you still have
Hope.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.